What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Back of the Brain podcast. We've got a bunch of exciting news today. One of the most important things being there's now going to be 3 of us. Let's go! We're here with Patrick. Because me and Sam have decided, Patrick, he's part of the 3 of us, and, he's one of the OG gangsters, gangbanging Crips, so we were like, let's throw him in as just a host now, so every episode's gonna be 3 of us, which also would make things a lot more interesting, and maybe we'll have some better conversations flowing. Second thing we want to talk about is the merch. Sam hasn't arrived yet, which is weird, we'll talk about that later, but we got the merch here, so I got the glitched hoodie, and my boy Patrick, what are you wearing?
I got the Good Luck Fart hoodie on. Good Luck Fart.
Shirt.
Pretty baller.
Yeah.
And I got Nike.
Wait, hold on, sorry. Is it possible for you to move your mic closer?
Is this good?
Yeah. But like, are you gonna constantly have to go close to it when you talk?
Is it that quiet?
Yeah, it's like really quiet. I could try to turn you up a little bit. I don't know if I can.
I can make.
Oh yeah, Sam, continue what you were gonna say. Sorry. Yeah, you're turned up all the way.
Yeah, I got that Nike on.
Yes,
W
sir.
merch.
What?
So and we kind of left Patrick out in the YNL Clay episode. So
I mean,
we kind of had to redeem him in that one. So.
It's okay. He's a host, though. He's never going to be left out again. Okay, Yippee! So before we get into this episode, I've got a good one planned for you guys today. We're going to do some small talk. Patrick, what have you been up to since, last episode?
Since last episode? I mean, school started.
Mm-hmm.
All my classes are pretty easy. I don't have any difficult classes at all, pretty much. But besides that, I've just been doing schoolwork.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Sam, what have you been up to?
Hey, 2024 has been starting off pretty well. We've literally only went to school for 4 out of the 5 days that we went back because the storm that we're getting here in North Carolina really ain't
have a 4-day
nothing.
weekend.
Yeah, and we have a 4-day weekend. Shout out MLK. It's bigger than black and white.
Dude, I saw a TikTok. I saw a TikTok the other day on the toilet, and it was like, it was 2 slides, and the first slide was like, man, I don't want to go to school on Monday, and he was like sad, and then I swiped it, and it was like MLK throwing up peace signs, and he was like, I got you, fam. It was
We're
really
drinking
funny.
on kombucha today.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
just
all I
have
did,
water.
really. Can't think of what else you would have done.
Can't really
Patrick,
think,
you're so quiet. Please, can you move your mic closer? It's gonna be because you were really quiet in the last episode, and I want to fix that.
Well, I don't know really what to say.
Just take your mic and pull it forward.
Do you not have a stand that moves?
His whole setup just falls.
There, it's
You could take it out and hold it.
It's right in front of my face.
Yeah, just take it out and hold it.
It's literally right in front of my face.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay. Alright, well I haven't been up to much. We opened our show. It's been going great. We actually our school play is sold out for every showing now, as of yesterday.
Damn.
So yeah, that's always a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, not much been going on. What do you guys what's your guys' plans for the next week or so?
I got a promotion, and anybody that's watching this, it probably doesn't relate to the hosts, but I got a promotion in JRTC to first sergeant, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Is that good?
So that's the people that are in the front that lead the other people. That's as simple as I can make it without confusing it.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's pretty hype.
Okay. All right. What's anything like that going on? You got any promotions, Patrick?
Yeah, for sure. I've got so many promotions. I'm just getting promoted. I'm manager at my job that I don't have.
Jimmy
Where do you
Don's.
work? Where do you work?
I work. I'm a professional gamer. I've been getting plenty of hours in, so I should be getting paid.
What are you managing?
Big bucks.
Like yourself?
Yeah,
What are
he's
you
a
managing?
Discord mod, bro.
I'm managing my PC. Pretty exciting.
Hey, bro, he's a Discord mod. He doesn't go outside.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Never touches grass.
Hold on.
I guess we could.
These accusations are getting kind of wild.
Accusations. False accusations.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we can get into the episode that I have planned today, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about first.
No, go ahead. What you had.
Okay, so I came up with this thing. So it's pretty much a game, and whoever wins, we're gonna do like a certain amount of rounds, and I'm gonna ask you guys how many rounds you guys want to do. I was thinking maybe like 10 or so, but whoever wins the game by the end of the episode
Okay.
gets to host the next episode. That's how I want to do this.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay, so the game I came up with is I have a wheel. Actually, I have two wheels. The first one says for or against, and then the second wheel has a bunch of most of them are very sorry, what's it called? Why the word slipped my brain?
Controversial.
Controversial. Most of them are controversial, I won't lie. And if you get four, you have to come up with an argument on the spot, why you're for it, and then the other person has to come up with something for why they're against it. And
Can I say
whoever can
something?
convince me, because I'm going to be the judge the whole time, whoever
Okay.
can convince me to pick their side, that's how you win a round.
Okay, with these controversial topics, if we're for it, we're not really for it. So if it says Adolf Hitler is right and we get four,
That's one of them.
we're not saying we're for Hitler. We're just trying to win. So
Well-
don't go around clipping everything and then making us look bad, okay? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about any rules or anything, before we start?
Nope.
No.
Okay, you guys are ready for this. All right. So, do you guys want to do rock paper scissors for who gets the first spin, or do you guys want to volunteer? Anyone? You guys want to do rock paper scissors?
I think Sam should go first.
All right,
Oh, you
I'll
want to
go
let
first.
Sam go first? All right,
I'll go
let
first.
Sam
I'll go first.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
You
Okay.
could think of this shit. You're not even the fuck.
All right, here we go. Do you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Wheel. So you're gonna get. Let's see if you get for or against. Click the spin. All right, you're going to be against.
Ooh.
All right. Here's all the topics. Let's see what you get.
Child labor. Oh my god.
I see what you're against. Oh my god.
Hey, that one's easy. That one's easy.
That's a freebie.
Okay.
So I'm against
Oh
Nazis.
my goodness.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Okay. So you have 30. Let me get my timer. I should have had this prepared, but you're gonna have 30 seconds to come up with it, and then 60 seconds to talk. So Sam, your 30 seconds start now.
Okay.
Oh, Patrick, come up with something in your head for against. Sorry.
Mean four?
Yeah, for. Sorry. Come up with something in your head for the counter argument. You guys both get
All
30
right.
seconds. Yeah. All right, 15 seconds left.
I got it.
All right, here we go. Your 60 seconds. Sam will start. Start now.
Okay, so if you really think about it, Hitler was so bad. Like, he gassed Jews, he killed random people, he, trying to think, but he had slavery. So, if you say for Nazis, that clearly is saying something. So, just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What people will think. What people will think.
30 seconds left.
Okay, he killed children, women, old people, animals. Those are very important to society. So
Killed animals?
yes.
I don't remember that part.
I think he killed his dog in the bunker. I
Yeah.
don't know. I saw that in the movie or something.
probably.
10
Yeah,
seconds.
I think that concludes my why I'm against Nazis.
I mean, there's only like
All right, your
couple
time is
million
up.
things you could
All right,
say.
Patrick, your 60 seconds to counter
Okay.
him. Start now.
So let's think about this logistically. So Nazis, when you really think about it, not that bad. I mean, they did the Holocaust, sure, that wasn't great, but they rebuilt Germany. Like without the Nazis, Germany would have
I don't
crumbled.
think they're the ones who rebuilt Germany, but keep going, keep going.
They definitely, because I mean before like Hitler and the Nazis, you know, Germany was in the stinker, you know, like their economy was garbage. Like the German dollar
30
was
seconds
like
left.
worth nothing. And
The German dollar.
I don't remember what it was called, like the marks or something.
Yeah, marks.
But you know, and then the Nazis came around. They fixed all that. They got the economy rolling again, and they got
10 seconds.
got a great leader who spoke very eloquently. he was a great speaker, that's for sure. And
Your time's up. Okay. I think for your lack of, not just because it's what the topic is, but your lack of understanding, like for example, the Nazis did not rebuild Germany, it was actually the other countries who helped rebuild them. I'm going to give this one to
Nah.
Sam, because you didn't really have a good understanding of the
What
history.
am I supposed to?
Bruh!
How am I supposed to?
How are you supposed to say you're for Nazis?
I actually, that doesn't affect my vote. It just like he gave me inaccurate information. How do I trust someone who gives me inaccurate information?
Man, I thought that was.
All
I
right,
thought
here we
they
go,
did
Patrick.
totally.
We're spinning for you now. This is gonna be
All right.
so fun.
I'm having a blast.
All right, here we go. You're gonna be 4.
All right.
All right, 4. Let's see this.
Slavery. I'm calling it slavery. It's gotta be slavery.
Okay, comedy would have been
War?
funny.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. Let me think
All right,
about my.
your 30 seconds to come up with an argument start now for both of you.
Okay.
While we wait for them to come up with an argument, how are you doing? How are you doing, viewers? Doing pretty good. I know you guys can't respond. Oh, he's bringing out the notebook. He's gonna write. Okay. What do you guys think of this game? Is this a good game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Hey, DM the Instagram and see who really won these rounds.
Yeah.
Well, it's all opinionated. Okay, your 60 seconds, Patrick, for why you are for war. Start now.
So, war, it's a great thing. You know, I mean, war makes real men. You know, without war, everyone would be just be a bunch of sissies. You know, no one would be a real man. You know, and it's a great way to solve conflicts because there's a definitive winner and a definitive loser. You know, there's no oh, let's go into some building and write a little treaty and make up and hug. That's sissy stuff, you know. That's liberal stuff. But
Okay.
war, it's a definitive way to see who's better and who's worse, and that's a great thing, because without it, people would just be boring and lame, and
5 seconds.
that's all I got.
That's your
That's all I
argument.
could
Okay.
think
Okay. All right, Sam.
What?
Your minute starts now.
Okay, so he brought up the fact that it makes real men. Back in the day, people were pulling guns on each other for fun. Is that not real men? Okay, and the real definitive winner, bro. World War I, World War II. There's multiple wars. There was not a clear winner until World War II. So, wait. So I had to take multiple wars of poverty and death and famish and
30 seconds.
population. You're just killing our population. And then you said it doesn't end with treaties. All war ends with treaties. So how can that be a point? So that's one out of the window. And it only hurts the country because the draft, you have to deal with the draft.
10 seconds.
And losing your son, your daughter, not daughter, but son and father. All those people, all those families that are affected by the war.
Time's up. Okay, so listening to both of these arguments, Patrick did bring up some good points why war could be a good way to settle things, and also Sam did. Well, Sam brought up two. I only really heard two good reasons. It's bad for the country's economy and death. I'm not really worried about the population too much because we're overpopulated. I mean, there's 8 billion of us now.
Well, I mean,
I don't
back
really
then-
think populations.
Back
What,
then,
it didn't say back then. War in general. We could be talking about Ukraine right now. We could talk about Palestine. War in general.
okay, in the war
So-
in Ukraine, that's horrible for their
It is
population.
horrible. But the thing is, I'm gonna give this one to Patrick because sometimes, for example, if we didn't do war, how would Ukraine defend itself? They would already be gone. Sometimes, think of Ukraine as a good example because right now no other countries are really helping Ukraine other than giving them materials. They're not really fighting with them. So Ukraine's only way to protect themselves is to engage in a war. Because instead, if they didn't do that, they would just be giving up, and then their whole country taken over, gone. So sometimes war is the only way to help defend yourself.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna give this one to Patrick.
Okay, 1-1.
Okay. All right, Sam. Let's spin. Are you excited to spin? Best. All right. Close. Okay. Here we go. You are gonna be for. What are you gonna be for? I'm so excited to see this one. You're gonna be for. I'm gonna mute these tabs later. All right. Police brutality.
Oh no.
Okay. Let me mute
Oh,
these tabs real
no.
quick because that is really okay. Okay. All right,
How?
Sam. Your
How
30
do you
seconds.
even-
Both of you. Your 30 seconds to come up with an argument. Start now.
Oh, this is easy. Oh man.
I'm gonna add a few things on there. All right, your 30 seconds are up. All right. Okay, Sam, your 1 minute to defend your point starts now.
I don't know.
50 seconds. You already wasted 10. Dude, you can't come. This one's hard. This one's tough.
Because all I have written down is crime rate, and I can't work off
Okay,
that.
talk
'cause-
about it. Come on, say something. Say something because it's
Well,
30
the crime
seconds
rate,
left.
if you really think about it, the crime rate is lower because they don't want to. No, that doesn't make sense.
Are you saying the police is taking out like crime rate, or they're taking out criminals because they're with the brutality they're taking them out?
Yeah, bro.
So the crime
that's-
rate is going down. So, okay, 10 seconds. You got nothing?
Nothing.
All right, Patrick, your minute starts now.
Alright, well, I think this one's going to be pretty easy. Police brutality, I'm completely against it because it's complete abuse of power. Police should be protecting
Okay.
their community and not abusing citizens and using their power to control people. They should just be using their power to protect people in their community. Are you snapping? Did you just come up with something?
It's up to Patrick. Patrick, if you want to, since you're winning, you can give him 30 seconds. It's up to you though. After you're done.
I mean, sure, I guess.
It's up to you though. I'm just saying, if you want to be nice, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I'll give him another.
All right,
extra
Sam, you get 30
seconds.
seconds from your from the pity of your opponent. Go.
Okay, if you really think about it, if we really define police brutality, only like a small percentage of it is police brutality, and something like this is kind of like another really George Floyd. That was not police brutality. That was him just resisting and being a dickhead because he robbed a woman. He was. It's just, I feel like police brutality, and like if you really look at it, some cases are.
You're out of time. All right, I'm gonna give this one to Patrick. You had a good point. Well, you sort of had a good point there at the end. It was still, I would consider George Floyd. I would consider George Floyd still police brutality because yes, he did commit those crimes, but they broke their code and they abused their power. That's not how they should have handled him.
Well, he was resisting arrest. So, I mean, there's only so much you can do. I'm not.
So your way of defending police brutality was saying that not all police brutality cases are actually police brutality.
Patrick, how you gonna get out my head? How would you say you're for police brutality? Go ahead and try and make a case.
I would just stay silent because there's really nothing you can say.
I was trying to win.
Okay, the game isn't over yet. I think we can do more than 10 rounds because we want to get a long episode anyways.
In foreclosure, I'm not for police brutality. I think it's wrong 100%. So,
trust me, I'm pretty sure because our audience knows us. They wouldn't be listening to our podcast if they didn't like us. So they know our sense of humor and they know that this is a game.
We still got to throw it in there, you know.
Well, yeah, but they would have probably left by now if they were offended. To be honest with you. All right, let's go ahead.
You're for racism?
Okay, guys, Patrick, we're spitting for you. All right, you're gonna be against. And again, against doesn't always mean good because it could be something like good that you're against. For example, like against Canada. Why would you be against them?
Why would you be against Canada?
Against this. Oh, poverty. Okay, no. So Sam, you could still make a good argument about this. To be honest with you. Okay, let's go ahead and give your 30 seconds start now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Patrick, your 1 minute starts now.
Well, obviously, poverty. I'm against it because it's just a way of control. This is just a way of the elites controlling the lower class. You know, poverty only exists because rich elites hoard all the money. You know, and they never try to fix what's really going wrong with like homelessness and poverty is it's horrible. It's horrible. No one should be going through poverty. It sucks. It's
30
degrading.
seconds.
You know, I should really have a better argument for this. I feel like this is a pretty easy one. But yeah, poverty sucks because
why should
bad.
why should the rich people pay for poor people?
Because the rich people, they have too much money. They don't need all that money. They should be
all right, your time's up.
Giving it to the community.
Sam, your 1 minute counter argument starts now.
Okay, so my first point I have written down is it's a revival of the economic system. It's like kind of like it restarts the system, so it drops it and then it rebuilds. So I think America is like ran on poverty. So the Great Depression, we were in a very big slump, and then we brought ourselves back up, and then he brought up the homelessness, right? So homelessness isn't just the government. Some of these people really have put their drug addicts, their criminals that mess up their criminal record. So it's not just the government. I will say the government should have something to do, but yeah, I think America has ran on poverty. So I mean, it just gives character. It just builds what a country should be. If you can go from poverty all the way up into richness, you have your country set. That means you've overcome adversity.
Okay, all right. So I'm surprised you didn't bring up the balance, Sam. Like how it balances out the economy too.
I was kind of saying that with the revival. I mean, just kind of balancing everything out and building itself up.
What I really only heard from Patrick is just the fact that it sucks. Which yes, it does. I'm sure if you're poor and poverty, it's really bad. But I feel like Sam brought up good points, and I don't think it's the place. So if you're, for example, right now, none of us are extremely rich. If one of us makes it up there, why should we have to take care of people who can't get up there either? And it sounds bad the way I'm saying it, but like, why should if I'm not a rich and spoiled brat that got money from my parents, if I'm like self-made, why should like because you're already gonna get charged more taxes anyways because you're richer. But why should you have to fund or pay for someone who? Because not every homeless person chooses, like some people chooses to do drugs or does crime, but there is a good amount of them who just are homeless and do drugs or just waste money on
like
drugs
veterans,
and crime and stuff.
I don't think veterans should be homeless because
Yeah,
their
I think it
disabilities hold them
depends.
back. It's
But-
a case by case basis.
But I don't think just for the fact that Patrick's only reason was that it sucks.
I mean, I'm
don't
right,
think it's a good
but
enough
I just
reason to
didn't have a
give
good
him the
argument.
point. So I'm going to give this round to Sam. Yeah. Okay. Sam, we're
Yeah.
spinning for you next, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's 2 up. It's 2 even.
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
Okay, I have a scoreboard too, just in case.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good actually. Okay, Sam, you're going to be 4. Let's see. Income inequality. Oh, okay. We're gonna spin again.
Spin
Should I
again.
remove
Spin
stuff we
again.
already had?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that
Jeez.
starting now. Okay, we had war. We're gonna remove it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's really
What are the odds?
picking on you for this one, Sam. It's like, haha. Okay. I know, right? Alright,
man.
you're going to be cyberbullying. You're gonna be 4 cyberbullying. Okay, your 30 seconds to come up with an argument for both of you start now. So I think we should just go until all the wheel is empty. I feel like that's a good idea. Three, 2, 1. All right, Sam, your 1 minute starts now.
One of my points is it shows real world experience. Like, hear me out. It shows that the real world is not gonna just be like, boo hoo, I'm getting bullied. So I mean, and there's so many ways to stop it. I mean, if you really think about it, you could block them. You could hit that. You could not open their notification. I feel like cyberbullying is so irrelevant that I don't
30
even think it
seconds.
should be talked about. You know, and I really think about it. Also, it builds character. It builds tough skin, and my competitor here will probably bring about how much it sucks. Well, maybe just have tougher skin.
So like when someone tells you music
That's
sucks,
it.
you should have tougher skin and not delete everything, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, 3 seconds left. Is that
Okay,
your
so
whole argument?
obviously, I'm completely against cyberbullying.
Yes.
All right,
I mean,
Patrick, your time
sure,
starts
some
now.
people can see the cyberbullying and overcome it, but some people, they're just not, like, their brains aren't wired that way. Like, they see cyberbullying and it completely just, it kills their spirit, you know, it makes them depressed. And often, not often, but in some cases, cyberbullying can lead to suicide. And, I mean, are you going to say you're for suicide? I mean, come on. Finn, are you for suicide?
Mm-hmm.
Sam, you're for suicide, right?
Oof.
I mean, sure, but
I don't think so.
cyberbullying can spread.
Well, I mean, just block 'em.
Cyberbullying can
I mean,
just go from the
just hit that
computer
block
into real
button.
life, you know? It could just be a gateway from just being harassed online to...
Okay, and that's a
Well, you
complete.
let him
It's a-
speak.
it's a-
It's his time. It's his time. Okay,
He's
the
asking me
time's up.
questions.
I know his time is up, and I need more information anyways.
It was a
So
rhetorical
you guys
question.
each are gonna get 30 more seconds because there's not enough for me to decide. So Sam, 30 seconds.
Okay, and
I
my
know.
partner brought it. My counterpart brought up. It leads into real life. Well, there's other routes. You can get an adult. You can you just get tough skin and beat them up. You know, there's other routes you can do besides killing yourself. And I mean, I'm not for suicide, but cyberbullying.
So you're saying that a disabled person who's
Time's
being
up.
bullied online should just
All
toughen
right,
up and beat
Patrick,
him
go
up?
ahead.
Is that what you're saying? So what if they're in a wheelchair? What if they're in a wheelchair and they're getting
Well, I'm
bullied?
just saying
for
that
it?
that's an option. I mean, you can
Can't beat 'em up if
you
you're
can
in a
go tell
wheelchair.
an adult. How is that? How is that any? How is that a point? You're completely missing my point with the adult part.
Well, because people
Completely missing my
do
point.
get doxxed and they get swatted.
All
on
right.
like
just saying.
streams and
Your
stuff.
time's up.
take that
And
into
that's
account.
So I think it can be very dangerous to. Okay, yep, you're right. Time's up. So it can be a very dangerous tool sometimes with the swatting and stuff, which is what I was gonna say. I think both of you have good points. I think that just because you get cyberbullied doesn't mean you need to automatically kill yourself right away. Of course, I'm not for suicide. I just don't think it should be an excuse to just be like, oh, hey, or a solution. You know, no matter what's going on, you should never want to kill yourself. But I'm gonna have to give this one to Patrick because just for the fact that he brought up the point that it can be very dangerous apart from just the suicide, just the fact that like it spreads hate and that we don't want to spread hate or negativity, and the fact that you can like use the like cyberbullying to find someone's address where they live, send an actual SWAT team to the house, which can kill them. If they're not going to kill themselves, that can get them killed too. So it's just
Yeah,
not very
that's
good.
what
I
I
think
do.
Patrick had a good point, and that's why he gets around 5. All right. We're spinning for Patrick. Okay, here we go.
Oh god.
All right, let's see what you're gonna be for.
Democracy? Okay, yeah.
Democracy. Okay, that's not
Yeah.
that. It's not as this topic isn't as like, oh, someone's definitely gonna win or lose, or like it's not as controversial.
What is democracy again? I know. I don't
Democracy
really.
is opposite of Republican.
Okay, yeah. That
No,
one's
that's democratic. Democracy is what the USA is.
Yeah,
Sorry, that
that's
everyone
our
gets to vote.
government.
I was thinking of the parties. Democracy, as in like what the USA's government is. We're a democracy.
okay.
You get. Yeah, that's what I meant. What our government is. So people get to vote. All right, your 30 seconds start now.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you're against it, Sam, and Patrick, you're for it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Democracy. I'm for it, obviously. You know, who isn't, right? Besides, like, communists. No one likes communists. Every communist country just fails, and every democratic country, well, most of them, usually succeed. Like our country. Our country succeeded. Yeah, that's because they're, like, the biggest distributors in the world. They make, like, all the products. Of course they're doing good. And because they, like... Are they really doing good, though? Like, have you ever been to China? It stinks. Everyone's probably sad. Well, yeah, because they make everything. Of course they're going to be doing good. Everything you own is probably made by China, if you live in the U.S. at least. But the democratic system, it's the best. What can I say? I mean, the U.S. has ran on it since its birth, and the U.S. is the most successful country in the world. So, it means something.
Time's up. Okay, Sam, your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, why I'm against democracy is if there's a lot of bias in the elections and like say one person doesn't like a whole party, so it's a party system, right? So one party, that's a whole lot of people, doesn't like one party, and maybe they're blinded, like they're jaded to, oh, well, Joe Biden's really bad. I'm just going to use him as an example. Joe Biden's really bad in reality, but they hate Trump so much that they're willing to put Joe Biden in office, even though they know he's bad. And democracy, it's, you know, if you just gotta keep it in the family, you know, just it.
So you're for monarchy? You're for monarchy?
Yeah, I'm a
You
monarch.
want to keep it in the family.
And you know, yeah, just keep
Whoa.
the presidency and
Time's
the.
up.
Sam from
All right,
Alabama.
I am. So what I'm going to say straight off the bat is Sam gave some good reasons here. I kind of agree with some of it, to the fact where people in a democracy are really blinded by their opinions, that it's like affecting the country. Patrick, I really only heard like, oh, you know, China. I heard that
China.
democracy. Oh, USA is great. That's all I have to say. That's my excuse. USA is great. China, communist, bad.
Well, not just
That's
the
literally
USA.
all I understood from your argument. That's what I understood
A
from
lot
it.
of democratic countries doing pretty good.
I didn't. I don't remember
China's
saying
doing
that.
way better than they are right
they?
now.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen? Have you
Okay,
seen China?
I'm giving this one to Sam.
This is like out of the podcast. If you really think about it, China and America, and then the rest of the democracy countries, and the communists and the monarchs and all those.
I mean, China's making money, but like their people are like
Well,
suffering.
they're overpopulated. That has nothing to do with the government. The government has nothing to do with the people. China is overpopulated. It's it's just
Their people are like
it.
being like, I don't even know. I don't.
Okay. We're gonna spin for Sam.
Let's just say
Move on from
I'd
this
rather
topic.
live here than in China.
I mean, I would too, but all right.
Plus the pollution. Pollution's pretty bad.
All right, Sam, you are against. Genital mutilation.
Oh God.
Can I look that up? Because I don't even know what that means.
It's when it's something that some countries do. For example, they do it. I actually just talked about it in school. I forgot which country it was, so I'm not gonna say. I don't want to get to be wrong, but we're talking about the war, and there's a country who like does this to women. They do it to the women. They mutilate the genitals. Like they use they cut it up or they like sew it together. They just mutilate genitals, and it happens to guys too sometimes. They like cut off your balls or something like that. They mutilate your genitals. It's exactly what it sounds like. That's what genital mutilation is.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I gotta be.
All right,
for.
your 30 seconds. Well, I'm starting you at 30 seconds now. You got a little bit more time, but
Yeah, how do I-
you might have to hang up the rack or the coat on this
This
one.
is a toughie.
I believe in you. You're in your creative mind.
Yep.
10 seconds. I'm gonna need some Cheez-Its. Normally I don't eat on podcasts because I don't like eating, but I'm really hungry. Like I don't like eating on the
When you
mic.
say genital mutilation, do you mean just like when countries like force
Just-
you to do it?
In general, just the topic.
Just topic
You don't have to.
in general.
You could talk about countries doing it. You could talk about like anything, just in general. It happened during the Holocaust and stuff like that.
Probably.
Alright.
Really helping
Your
me there.
1 minute, Sam, starts now.
Okay. My first part is that it's inhumane. It's completely inhumane. We should not be doing that to a person. And my second point is we can't repopulate. So that brings the population from here all the way down to here. So that just,
Again, I'm not really worried about population. Just saying. That doesn't really affect me because we have a lot of population.
okay. And well, I mean, we don't do it, so you can't think about our population. We're thinking about the
Well, that's
countries that
true.
do it. So.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And messing up of the human anatomy, that brings me back to my point of that is inhumane. So, and it could mess up somebody mentally, that it could give them PTSD, it could give them trauma, it could give them so many things that I don't even want to imagine how that would feel. And the sheer fact that it was done in the Holocaust such a like bad time. That should be a big point.
Your time's up. We're gonna disregard the Holocaust comment because I kind of gave you that. All right, Patrick, you start.
So, genital mutilation, it's used in bad ways. There's countries who force you to do it, and that's horrible. You should never do it. But there are tribes in like Africa that do it for their culture. Like that's part of their culture. That's like who they are. Is they like.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, there's like tribes in Africa where like the young men,
Okay.
you know, they like mutilate their wee as part of like a coming of age ceremony. Like it makes them a man, you know. That's, I mean, culture is very important to those people. And if you were just like, hey, you shouldn't do that, you know, that's their culture. You can't just tell them not to do it. And I mean, if you want to do it to yourself, you know, that's all you know, your body. That's completely your choice, you know. How are you going to tell them not to do what they want to do to their own body? That's messed up. You shouldn't do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're saying you're for it by choice. The topic didn't say it was by choice. I just looked it up. Tribes, it says female genital mutilation is considered a requisite for marriage. It's not a culture. They're forcing these women to, if they want marriage, to get the mutilation. And it says an uncircumcised girl has no chance of being married. What does that mean, an uncircumcised girl?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. Cause I never heard that term being used for.
Yeah.
It's a removal of the external female genital organs.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Makes sense.
The
So
external,
probably,
like the clitoris.
yeah, like that. They probably just keep the opening.
That's
Okay. It says that the tribes force them to have it if they want to get married, so it's not by choice. So their argument doesn't really work out for that. I'm gonna give this round to Sam.
I could have sworn there was like something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bugging.
Maybe. Okay. So we're spinning for Patrick.
I'm getting walloped right now, dude.
It's okay. Maybe your luck will turn around now.
Maybe.
All right. Against.
Okay.
Normally the against are doing pretty good, but there are some on there where the against is not very good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like racism.
Against mental health support.
Oh, that one's
Oh
bad.
my god.
Okay.
All right.
All right. 30 seconds. Start.
Let me think about this. Really ponder this one.
You're really getting all the bad ones. I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Oh god. There's my punishment. Okay, hold on. Your timer's up. Give me 1 second to reset. You got some
Okay.
extra shots. Alright, that was yours. Alright, Patrick, your 1 minute begins now.
You know, I'm against mental health support. I mean, I guess maybe it could be helpful, but like in the end, the only way to help yourself mentally is to just do better. You're not depressed. You're just lazy. Just get up and do something. You don't need mental health support. You just need to be stronger. You need to man up or woman up. You need to get out of your bed and just do something with your life. You don't need to be calling up, I'm sad. Like that's just sissy liberal stuff, you know? That's just what people say to weaken you, you know? Like no one actually has mental illnesses like that. Like maybe if you're like we're in a war you might have PTSD, but that's like
Alright, your time's up. I feel like if you would have actually taken the route and been like, at the end of the day, you're the one who can only help yourself and you need to push, maybe I would have went with you, but let's see what Sam says.
Okay. My opponent says it might help, but maybe if we did a little bit of research, we could find the percentage that it does help. And are you really for suicide? Like, do you really want people to kill themselves? Yes. Says it all, folks. He's ignorant. That's a very ignorant mindset, because if you really think about it, your mind is your strongest muscle. And your thoughts are some of your biggest setbacks. So, like, some people don't do things because they can't get out of their head. Like if you're doubting yourself, that's the strongest thing holding somebody back. So, depression is a real thing, and it happens to a lot of people. And the suicide hotline and all these support
Time's
systems.
The mind is not a muscle; it's an organ. Your brain's not a muscle.
Okay, time's
Your brain
up.
is-
I'm gonna give this one to Sam.
I mean, that's.
You kind of got like screwed over with that one. Not gonna lie.
I've seen a pattern.
All right,
here.
Sam. We need to get. It's literally random. I'm not doing anything. Okay. Sam is gonna be. We're getting a lot of against. All right. Sam is gonna be. Oh no. It's gonna be against.
Against racism.
I'm praying for Patrick. Against.
Oh my
labor.
god.
Okay, this could be done. This could be done. Okay, 30 seconds. No, you could. I could think of an argument for
I
this.
guess.
Because think about it.
Well,
It
no,
doesn't
you
say
can't
any
help me.
age, so I will accept you talking about teenagers. It's just under any age under 18. It doesn't say an age. It just says child. You are a child under 18. I will accept anything under 18.
That's crazy. Because child labor is forced. When you work in the workforce, that is not labor.
forced?
Yeah,
It's not
child
forced.
labor is forced.
Child
I'm gonna
labor
look
does
this
not
up. You have some
automatically
extra
mean it's
time. You have some extra time. I'm gonna look it up. Use
This means that
time.
it's just a child working, right? Like, working more than is allowed by the government.
Okay, this is coming from the International Labor Organization, and they say that. One second. Of course, it doesn't want to load this website. Child labor is work that deprives children of their childhood, their potential, and their dignity that is harmful to physical and mental development.
Okay.
Okay, I guess. I don't know, Patrick. I don't know how to help you with this one. All right, go ahead. Your minute starts now, Sam.
Okay, so a lot of these, this one is just inhumane. It shouldn't be done. It's highly illegal. It goes against people's morals. It's mentally straining on somebody, especially a young child that should be able to develop as a person, and it not only develop mentally, but they should be able to develop physically. And they would lose fingers, they would lose limbs, they would lose eyes, they would lose ears. It's so bad, because, and like, if you just put yourself in that situation, a factory is hot, the fumes it gives off, it's just.
What if they're not working in a factory?
Well, then even the fields you can.
Time's up. All right, Patrick, take it away.
All right, so child labor, it builds your character. It makes you stronger, more resilient. It makes you more of a man, really. Because if you get that experience early on in life, you'll be a much better worker, and you'll be way more experienced in that field. And you'll have a much better becoming a professional in whatever it is you're working in. Because child labor doesn't need to be like, work, boy, work. It could be just be like, being at work with your dad and, helping do electrical stuff. If your dad's an electrician, you could help him, do electrical work. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, you get my point, right? You go where I'm going with this. You know, it makes you more experienced, and it just, you know, childhood's overrated. You know, you don't need to go around playing.
Time's
wasting
up.
time. Dude, this is hard. This
Okay.
is hard.
Okay, so I was praying for you, Patrick. So, you brought up a good point, Patrick, with like, oh, it doesn't have to be like forceful, or it doesn't have to be mean or anything. Like it can be you with your dad. That would not be child labor then, because by the definition that we looked up, child labor is it deprives them and is forced. Sam was right. Sam's argument makes sense, and with the definition that we looked up, so Sam wins this one. So right now, let's look at a quick stand. Actually, no. Next round 10 is next. We're not gonna end, but after round 10, we're gonna look at our standings. All right.
Yeah.
I think we should just go until the wheel's gone. We can after if we still want to talk after this. Yeah, I think we should just go until the wheels go. I don't know. I think this is pretty fun. All right, we're spinning for you, right, Patrick?
Yeah.
And remember, if we're gonna put a poll and see if who really won. I mean, if this
Against.
If I get something,
I mean,
if
it
I get
doesn't matter
something
what
bad,
they think. I have to pick a winner.
If I get something bad, I swear to God. Animal cruelty. Oh.
No censorship.
Oh wait. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay.
It's an opinion thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Patrick, go ahead.
Okay. So obviously, I am against censorship. You should be able to say what you want. You should be able to speak freely. Only bad countries have censorship, honestly. Like communist Russia, Germany when it was like Nazi Germany. China has plenty of censorship. That's another reason why China sucks, but that's not important. America doesn't have censorship, and it's great. You know, all these like the democratic and like
For the
free
most
countries.
part.
Yeah, like censorship means freedom, essentially, because you have the freedom to say what you want. You have the freedom to do what you want. You have the freedom to talk about whatever and joke around and do whatever you want. Well, not do whatever you want, but you know what I'm saying. It's freedom, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're for censorship, you're against freedom, pretty much.
All right, time's up. Here we go, Sam. Go ahead.
My first point is, some people are just not mature enough to hear what is being said, and I think that's very important. And it's just some people don't want to hear some stuff, and I mean, realistically, this is just a bad topic to talk on because censorship is very bad. I mean, but censorship doesn't mean freedom. It just means you can say what you want. I mean,
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
So are you with
Wait.
Patrick? I'm confused.
I'm so confused now. What the fuck?
You're for
Wait.
it.
Yeah. Hold on.
10 seconds.
I don't know. Give it to Patrick.
All right, I'm giving this to Patrick. So even if you did have a good argument, I would still give it to Patrick because Patrick made some good points. But yeah, you were supposed to be for censorship.
Yeah,
It sounded like you were.
I couldn't.
Okay. Our standings are 1 second. So
6-4.
round one. So Sam, Patrick, Sam, Patrick. So
6-4.
Sam has. You're right. Yeah, 6-4. All right, I'll let Sam keep track of that then. All right, guys. We're gonna go into round 11. Sam spinning, or we're spinning for Sam. I mean, let's do this. You can make it back, Patrick. I believe in you. All right, Sam. You are for. We're removing it. We already had it. I should have put Epstein on here. That'd been funny. Animal cruelty. That's what you're for, Sam. Alright, your 30 seconds start now. Start pondering. Oh, Patrick, this is perfect for your argument. You're holding your dog.
Yeah,
this is gonna be perfect.
There's no way I lose this one. I cannot fumble this one.
can't.
I mean, I already know what I'm gonna say. I don't even need time to think. I'm gonna let Sam think.
Yeah,
as
we
long as he
can-
needs to.
Bro, we
have 10
can go into
seconds
the
left.
discussion.
Alright, your minute starts now, Sam. Oh my goodness, you have wasted 10 seconds already.
I don't think he has a point to say. I don't know if he can say anything.
We know you're not actually for it, so say what you need to say.
I literally can't say anything. There is no
Oh.
good
I could
points.
literally just say one thing and I'd win.
Alright, Patrick, do you want me to give it to you or do you want to say something?
I mean, I guess I'll just say what I was gonna say.
Alright, here's a minute.
So, when you really think about it, humans are animals. So, animal cruelty is pretty much just as bad as human cruelty. You know, if you're cruel to animals, you're essentially just being cruel to a real living being. I mean, if you were cruel to this dog right here, I mean, you'd be a monster.
That's a cute ass dog.
And even if you want to talk about like slaughterhouses, that's animal cruelty. You know, slaughterhouses are something humans do is make slaughterhouses and slaughter millions of animals for food in cruel, inhumane ways. It's horrible, you know. The ways that slaughterhouses
gonna go
work,
vegan?
it's animal cruelty. It's a sin against God. I mean, it's horrible. There's nothing good about
Do
it.
you eat meat?
Alright, time's up. It's not relevant anymore, time's up. Also, you can't... Please refrain from speaking to your opponent during their time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that opponent.
Shut up.
If we agree on doing another 30 seconds, that's how you get to counter argument. Alright, I guess this one goes to Patrick then. Alright. Let's spin for Patrick.
This better not be anything bad, bro. I'm finally on a streak. Please don't ruin this.
Don't jinx it, knock on wood. Alright, you are against...
Come on, come on. Give me the big bucks.
Inequality.
Oh,
no,
oh!
LGBTQ.
No! No! No!
You almost had a good one.
If
Alright,
I say
30
anything,
seconds.
I'm done for. I won't be able to show my face in school. I won't be able to step out of my house. Oh god. Oh no. Alright, you know what?
So you're allowed to plead the fifth.
Okay,
but
listen.
You lose the round.
Everything that I'm about to say for my argument, do not take it seriously. This is
Clip.
not what I believe in. These are not my beliefs, okay? These are not my beliefs. Do
That
not
was pretty
clip any
clear.
of
We
this.
made that clear. like-
Please.
Alright, Patrick, let's hear what you have to say.
I don't even get time to think. Hold on, what? Give me some time to think.
That was your time. There was 30 seconds.
I
Yeah,
needed
you were-
to give a
you
disclaimer.
Okay. Okay.
We've been disclaiming.
Alright, I'll give you guys another 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Okay. I really need to think about it. I'm against LGBTQ rights. They don't need rights. Okay.
Oh, goodness. I could maybe think of a way I could go with this.
I mean, the only
But
way
I
I
don't
could
know.
go with this doesn't even...
Alright.
Okay.
Like, the only way I would see someone going
It's
with
like
it, I'll say it later
Christianity.
because I don't want to help anyone. No, that's not even what I was gonna say. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so everybody knows gay people are trying to take over the world. They have an agenda. They're trying to control kids' minds. Gay people, they do not deserve rights. They are being gay is a sin. Everybody knows that. If you're gay, you're a sinner and you're going to hell. You shouldn't even be gay. You know, if you are gay, knock it off right now. Knock it off. Stop it right now. You should not have any rights at all. No marriage, nothing. It's a complete sin against God. You know, it says it in the Bible, probably somewhere, like John Matthews something. I don't know.
Alright, your time's up. I'm sorry, I'm stopping this. So what I would have said was something along the lines of like they are normal people just like everyone else. What is the need for extra special treatment rights? That's what I would have said. That may have been better.
Doesn't make
I feel
sense.
like.
What?
Well, because
They get a whole month. They get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's not really right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Patrick, Sam, let's go into Sam. Go.
I think the biggest thing I have in exclamation points is freedom. That is the biggest freedom that we were promised when we were born. We were promised that we were going to have the freedom to love who we want to love. And some people just cannot control how they feel. If they want to be a woman, they just don't feel like a man. They feel like a woman, or they're attracted to men. Just freedom. We should be able to live how we want to live. When we step out of our house as a gay man, I should be... Wait, pause. I'm not gay. When they step out of their house, they should feel safe. And the LGBTQ plus gives them that right. They have a whole community backing them. So that's
Wrong.
why I am for it.
You're wrong.
Alright, yeah, this one's going to Patrick.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, bruh. Ain't no way, boy.
Like, the only argument I
forgot I
could have
kept
made was just like it's
Sin.
a sin. But I'm not even Christian, so I can't even convince myself.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
Alright, we spinning for Sam. Let's go.
Bro's making out with his
Please for
dog.
racism. Please for racism. Please.
Alright, you're
That's the only
4.
thing I could save me right now, dude. I swear. A lot of these are just like,
Oh! I manifested it! I manifested it!
I'm done for
I manifested it!
Bro! I'm done, though.
oh my
LeBron.
god, I completely believe in
Hot
manifesting.
Okay, 30 seconds. Your just so you hear it this time. Your 30 seconds start now.
Go ahead, dude. Think as hard as you can, Sam. Really put that noggin in there. Sam, I think you should just stay silent for this one. I'll be real. I think you will get your black card revoked if you say anything.
Alright, time's up. Here we go, Sam. Try your best.
Okay, my first point is it just brings people together, you know? Like,
What?
like y'all have the same beliefs, you know? Like, I believe I don't like that person, so y'all get together and y'all create.
Are you talking about the KKK?
not technically, but that was a great clan, you know. Don't clip this. I'm not talking about that. No. Okay, and it just bonds people, you know. When
Like
you know how,
clan members.
exactly, you know, like they have the same mind, you know, that you surround yourself with good people and people that are like-minded, you know. They think the same, they have the same goal, you know, and it's just great. Just the togetherness, you know. And racism doesn't have to be like violent. It can just be words. It
So is
doesn't have to be
discrimination?
violent.
Discrimination.
And it doesn't
Okay,
have to be. It can be silent.
Your time's up. Your time's up. Stop before you dig yourself even deeper. All right, Patrick, go.
Okay, so basically, racism is obviously really bad because, you know, race is just a color of your skin. It's literally just how much melanin you have in your skin. It doesn't define anything else other than just like how you look. And how you look doesn't matter. You know, it's what's inside. Nothing about how you look matters except for what is inside, your personality, and how you are as a person. I mean, MLK said it best, you know. You could just play the entire MLK speech and, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and insert that one in here.
Let me just play the entire speech in 1 minute real quick. I mean, there's no reason you should be racist. It's one of the stupidest things mankind has ever, come up with. It's caused wars. It's caused millions, tens, maybe even hundreds of millions of deaths. It's caused hate, inequality, division, segregation.
Time's up.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, can I say something?
Oh no.
Okay, well that's up to Patrick. That's up
Yeah,
to
you
Patrick.
can
I mean,
talk.
wait. Hold on.
I mean, I'm
Who's
talking
who's
to
the-
you. I'm talking to
Oh,
you.
to
I'm
me,
not
to
talking
me?
to Patrick. I'm talking
Is this
to
for
you.
your argument though? Is it for your
No,
argument?
I'm like backing
Okay.
up what I said.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You get 15
Because-
seconds.
Because the point I made is bad. Like, the thing I'm representing is bad, but the points I brought up are good. So those are kind of like, you've got to think of both sides. Like,
I know. I
You
do.
can't-
I do.
you
All
just can't-
Patrick. Just to be fair, you get 15 seconds to just support yourself. Go. You don't
I
need
don't
it.
need it.
Okay. I do agree though that it is a stupid reason to hate someone, and I like that point. I do agree with Sam's point of like, if you have to see it from that perspective, it brings people together, I guess. But it does, at the end of the day, it still brings them together for a negative and a terrible, stupid reason that is very hateful. So I'm gonna have to give this one to Sam. I mean Patrick.
damn.
I mean, there's really no way to beat that one.
Now
I
you
mean,
know
like-
how Patrick felt.
Damn.
I do see it from both sides. Like I understand that I have
I
to see it
kind
from
of,
like, the other
get where he's
perspective.
coming from, but I also just,
Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of get it.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Sam. We're spinning for you.
Sam, I'm hoping for the best for you, because that was a tough one. That was just horrible last time.
God damn it.
Good. You never know.
Wait, I spun last time,
Did you? Oh, you did.
Did you?
but I'll take this.
All right, Patrick. You're 4.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick, you're 4 video games.
4 video games?
Okay.
Oh,
No, I got it.
okay.
I got it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not all bad. All right, 30 seconds start now.
I mean, I'm ready. Ready when you are.
Okay, this is one of those topics where like you can genuinely
Yeah.
convince me. Like I'm not gonna be
Either
biased. So this
side
is
is
actually
for
like a good
sure.
topic. And I'm gonna next time we do this, there's more in there that are like that. But next time we do this, if we do it again, I'm gonna make sure to add more because we kind of need to balance it out better. That's my bad. Okay, 1 minute starts now, Patrick.
All right, so obviously video games, there's bad things about them, but I feel like the best thing about video games is it really brings people together. I mean, there's so many communities, so many video games that bring people from all over the world together. Like playing Minecraft with your friends is like one of the best experiences you can have, like as a child, just playing video games and just having so much fun. It's just a great way to just have fun and just spend your time on just a lazy day. And there's a lot of people who have made careers off of it and have gotten really successful. It's made a lot of lives much better, and it makes a lot of jobs because developers and all that pay pretty well. If you work in the gaming industry, you're probably gonna get paid somewhat good, and it just really brings a lot of people from a lot of different just a lot of different
Time's
different
up.
lives together.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
Okay, my first point is, if you play violent games, which I know a lot of people do play a lot of violent games, it's leading to violence. So that's a good point.
Do you have anything to
as-
back that up?
Just like GTA, there's scientific stuff. Call of Duty, there's stuff to back it that I don't have time to get into right now. Education drops every time. Like it's a very known fact that if someone is playing video games a lot and just their education is not very good. Anti-socialism, that's a very big point. That if you're stuck behind a screen, you don't get that human interaction, and raised laziness. Like, some of these people are very lazy that play video games, and I mean, there's a stereotype that gamers are lazy.
Time's
And-
up. Okay. So I'm gonna so the whole thing with the violence and stuff. I'm gonna disregard that because I've watched a MatPat video on it and I've actually researched into it before. It actually studies show that it doesn't make people violent, not most people. But I do agree with the education stuff because if you're constantly playing video games and you're not studying, it does affect your education. And I do agree with the anti-socialism because I know so many kids that I see at my school who don't know how to socialize and they all mostly spend time playing video games. However, I do agree. Growing up in my generation, our generation, we were like in that time frame between video games and still like going outside and playing with your friends. So it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I did both. I like doing both.
Yeah.
But I will agree with Patrick that it creates some very nice memories. Like, for example, my siblings who are now growing up in their generation, they do more video games and stuff, but I get to bond with them through that. So I do think that's really good. Ultimately, I will give this round to Patrick, just for those experiences. So Patrick gets this one. We are now last round before we just go into some talking, because it's even. So whoever wins this one takes it all. Round 15, because you guys are both neck and neck. So, here we go, Sam. Pray for something good, because this is it.
This is for all the marbles.
Yes, this is for all the marbles. All right, you are against.
Let's see. Come on. Against grades.
That's a good one. Grades,
Oh,
like in
man.
school, getting grades.
All right.
All right. Here we go. 30 seconds to think. Start now. I like how we're ending off with like the nice topics. That's so funny.
Yeah.
We like started
off
with all
like,
this controversial
Nazis.
crap. Yeah, we're ending with grades. Do you guys have topics to talk about, by the way, after this? Because I don't. That's why I came up with the game.
I thought y'all just had like stuff you wanted to talk about.
No. Alright, time's up.
Okay.
Here we go, Sam. Take it away.
Personally, this is from a personal experience. Grades of any sort, test grades, class grades, percentages, coming to my education, it just lowers mental health. Like when there's an expectation so high and then you don't meet it, you just disappoint yourself. And another big thing is a lot of successful people sucked in school. Grades don't define a person. Grades don't define success. That number that you get on your report card doesn't mean jack crap, because the school system relies on those grades. You don't rely on those grades. Unless you want to go into a four-year college that you're going to end up paying for anyway, that it doesn't
Unless you want a
matter.
scholarship.
Unless you want a scholarship that you're going to end up paying for college, your grades don't matter. I mean,
Alright, time's up. I will disregard the scholarship thing, though, because I said it. Okay, Patrick, here we go.
So Sam does have a point that grades, if you listen to teachers, if you let your grades control your life and like think that you're stupid just because you have bad grades, that's a bad thing. But if you just don't worry about like if your grades are bad, if you just like do the work and just turn it all in, I mean, it's pretty easy to cheat in school. Let's be honest. Like if you're stupid and you just don't know how to do the work, and for whatever reason you just are unable to get your grades up, then just cheat. It's easy, and then you have an A, and you pass, and you do wonderful. But then also, if you're smart and you actually know how to do the work, and you're doing the work, and you're getting really good grades, it's a great feeling. When you get great grades, it makes you feel really good. Plus, we've had grades in the school system like since the beginning of time. I mean, since school was around, we've had just grades, like letter grades and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N,
you're
P.
muted.
Yeah, you're muted. So
My bad, your time's up. I'm sorry.
Can
Disregard
I get
everything I
15
said.
more seconds?
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
allow
just
it.
about to say, do you guys want me to evaluate, or do you guys want 30 seconds each to keep going?
Yeah, I want 30 seconds.
What do you want, Patrick?
Yeah, I'll do that. 30 seconds.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
Okay, my opponent said, cheat. Well, that builds bad habits. And bad habits leads to miss success in the real world. Because you can't just cheat your way through life. So, in the grades part through school, did you really notice your grades in elementary school? No, you probably didn't. Because they didn't reply to you. You were cutting. So, middle school and high school, and when the grades really matter, that's when you start to realize it.
Time's up.
So,
All right, Patrick, go ahead.
I mean, cheating when you cheating to like get your grades up. I mean, it could build a bad habit, but also like you could just not have it build a bad habit. You could just not do that. Like you could just cheat to get your way through school, and then for the rest, just do what you want. Because I mean, to be honest, school doesn't really matter that much. Grades are they're just there to.
Time's up.
This
All
one's
right.
tough.
My evaluation is you guys both have good points. Again, it's very hard. I heavily agree with the fact that grades do not define a person. I will support that. However, I also agree with the fact that like it's a good sense of responsibility that having grades up, because for example, my parents always tell me like, you know, it's really important to have good grades because, you know, it does affect you if you like it or not. Whether you support Sam or not, you have to have a good grade if you want a successful future. It sucks, but it's true. So I think grades are important for the fact that you need a successful future. And I also think that you should never forget that it doesn't 100% define you. So this one is really hard. I'm gonna give it to Patrick, though.
No way. I for sure thought I was gonna lose that one. I'll be real.
It's just because of the fact that you have to think logically about it. Because whether you like it or not, because I hate grades, but I can't change the fact that it's just what we need right now.
you need
As of right
grades
now,
to pass school,
yeah.
and you need school to get through. Like,
Otherwise,
Hey.
you're gonna ruin your life. You're
Because
gonna ruin
honestly,
your own
I
life.
disagree. I'm against grades personally.
Me too. Yeah. Okay,
I hate grades.
So we can end the episode here, or we can keep going since no one has any topics.
not-
It's up to you guys. Unless you guys,
I think we end the episode here. I think we had a great run.
I think we did too. That was really
Running
good.
the podcast.
Um,
This is the last episode, guys.
well,
We had a good run, guys. We're leaving forever.
okay. After
See you in
those topics, we
2025.
might
Yep.
have to. After those topics, we might have to.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
clip it and then kill us, bro.
We're done for, dude.
They can't kill us if we've never been alive. So.
I don't know how I won.
I'm a
that, dude.
cyborg. Hey,
Okay. All right. Well then, thank you for playing my game, guys. The next next episode will be hosted by Patrick for winning this game. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You just joined as a host.
Dude,
You get to
I
host
just
your
had-
first
I just had
episode.
to be so competitive. I just had to. Now I got a host.
You need
hey,
to come
that's
up.
what,
Okay.
that's what we like on our
Yeah,
podcast.
it's your responsibility now, Patrick, to come up with something for the next episode. Don't copy my idea. You can't do that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this little game I put together. And yeah, want to do our good luck fart, guys?
You know what? Just for the shirt and the merch debut, I think we should.
All right, y'all. Let's do. Look at him. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3.
That was a pretty
Okay.
good one.
All right, guys. Thank you. Catch you guys next time.